Well, hello folks, and welcome back to SimCity Buildit, Smith's Beginner's Guide. And we are here at the beginning of level 7, and we have a tip that they want to tell us about. The daily bonuses, we'll learn about that here in a second. And it looks like the only thing we unlocked at level 7 will be the seeds, which are a new thing that we can start to forage here in our small factory. And pay attention, you can see that the times on these are starting to get a little bit more on the up and up. 20 minutes for 2 seeds. So this is probably something that before you close out of the game, in between sessions, you want to go ahead and put you some seeds in there so that when you get back in, you're not waiting on seeds throughout the game. This would be something smart that I would consider doing. Now let's see here. We have, yes, we sold that, if you were into the last episode, we sold that tape measure here. Measuring tape measure, whatever. And we sold that, and we've got, looks like we had a tip. Where did the tip go? Thought we had a tip. It was telling us about our daily bonus, which if you click here on the simoleon, okay, you get a daily bonus, a bonus chest. Get a chest full of rewards, one more to get a golden chest. So let's click on that, and inside this toolbox we have 5 nails, which are very useful. Alright, daily bonuses are back. Come back in 3 hours to claim a special golden chest. Oh wow, only 3 hours. Alright, so now we're going to talk about increasing city storage capacity. We may or may not be able to do that right now because last time I checked, we lacked one thing that we needed there. So hopefully we can get rid of some of these items that we do have by doing an upgrade, and it looks like that is quite possible here. While that is upgrading, let's click on our city hall to see what the folks have to say. Short on important building materials, you can go and see what you need, find what you need at the Global Trade HQ. Stands for headquarters, if you didn't know. So let's click on show me, and that is this building right here, guys. The one with the big arrow pointing over it. That's your Global Trade headquarters. So we talked about last time at our trade depot over here where we can sell our own items, and other mayors have things for sale at the Global Trade headquarters. So here's what we see for sale now. Metal, wood, and you're only going to find things that you're eligible for at your level. Higher up, you'll see other things like ore and chemicals and other things that stores produce as well. You can put basically anything, whether it's on a factory or it's in a store, you can sell them at your Global Trade. You can sell them in your trade depot, and you can purchase them in the Global Trade headquarters. Alright, what else do they have to show us? Mayor, your city storage is filling up. Why don't you expand it? Let's see if you can help us out with that. Here's why I can't expand it. Because you guys have not given me the proper tools. And so what do they want us to do about that? I guess one thing we can do, besides doing more upgrades, see, we're supposed to click on these things and they're supposed to just give us the stuff that we need. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. We're just going to keep upgrading. And if you get into a bind where you do need to expand but you don't have any more room, that's when I would go here to this trusty guy here and sell him a couple of items. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to do right now, but we will take him up for it at some point. Alright, let's see. Looks like if we collect 3 more metals, we can do another upgrade. And what about here? We need 8 metals. And these are actually things that we can buy now in the Global Trade headquarters. So let's do that. So you visit this other mayor's city, you make your purchase, and if you want to go back to the Global Trade headquarters, you just click on it again. And we can make another purchase here, and that should give us enough to do another upgrade. Well, I thought it did. What happened? I thought, interesting. Didn't we just, I thought, that's interesting. All right, well, oh, but now they're full. Is that why? Now it's, oh, there we go. I don't know what happened before. Maybe it took some time to catch up with us. Let's do this upgrade now. That was very weird. I think it's all good now. All right. Oh, yes. Let's go visit ourselves over here. You drive all the way down, past downtown, past this construction going on right there, past the river. Well, it's a pond. And into my house. And we get to collect another reward by having 12,000 Sims living in our city. We collect a reward there. It goes into our stash of Sim Cash. And now we're actually started out with more Sim Cash than what we had initially in the game, which was we started out with 50 Sim Cash, and now we have 65. And so the city is growing. Like I was telling you guys, start out with a set number and just upgrade those fully. And then later on, we can go in and add some more buildings. But you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. See, it's because you can run out of money that way. Like we talked about on the last episode, some of your service buildings, like the power plant, have a certain capacity, which means it can only support 12 buildings. We're doing okay now because we only have 9 buildings. Well, it says we have 9 buildings, but for some reason, when I go to the water tower here, the water tower says we have a demand for 10 buildings. What is the difference there? I bet you they're counting this fire station as a building, and there's not much we could do about that. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's something that the developers need to rethink. But why am I getting penalized for just having another service building there? Like I said, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's interesting. There are actually 10 buildings here. So why does it say when I click on the power? Oh, it does say I have 10. Okay, but wait. Oh, but oh, yes. Okay. Anyway, just ignore that whole rant there. So yes, in fact, we do have 9 buildings, and I want to just keep it at that until we are ready to purchase more services. And actually, coming up here pretty soon, we should be unlocking the police services. What do we need there? At level 12. So when I say pretty soon, it's actually not that soon. We still got some more time. What I do want to do, though, is find the item, the grill right there, that I need to increase my capacity on the city storage. And that's not something that seems to be a big concern right now. However, what we can talk about right now is increasing your population. Okay? I don't think we have any more upgrades up right now. I guess we do have some seeds, and we could do an upgrade if we happen to find some seeds, which is very possible here. Let's see what we find in the Global Trade Headquarters. Nope, no seeds. Sometimes you can go to a fellow mayor's trade depot, and they may in fact be selling something. Or sometimes you get a gift. And this time it's a hammer. But sometimes it can be something that you actually need. However, we did put some in there, so that's cool and all. Oh, all right. So I guess it's showing you here that we do have other areas that will unlock. It requires level 15. That's your beach. If you click on that play button there, we'll take you to YouTube and show you some video footage there. But in order to unlock these, of course, you reach level 15, and to expand it, there are other beach-related items, just similar to what you have on the city storage, but these would be things like scuba gear, little items, you know, that you can help to increase that capacity. All right. So now that I've said all that, I do want to, in fact, see about how we can increase our population. So let's see. Okay, right now, what we want to do here in order to increase population, let's make sure we're not stepping on any toes there. So everybody is within the area. I think what we do is if we can move this guy down here, and can we not? Okay. That's actually what I want to do. Let's see. If I put that right there, and if I move this guy right here, let me think about this. I could kind of move. So I want my biggest buildings to be affected by this. And it would probably require me to make a road like this. Maybe like this. Let's see. The good thing about the roads is you can play with them and they're free. We're just trying to see what would all be covered if that's what we did. And then you also want to make sure all of this is covered as well. Which, if we made the road like this, and then we turn this on this side, that still wouldn't really cover everything we need. All right, let's consider a couple of things here. How can we include everybody? If we move these down one, I guess might as well just move this also. Then we would have room for another set of buildings. Oops. Sorry, this is where there's not a lot of talking in the videos because I'm trying to think about what I'm doing here. Alright, so that's what I wanted to do. And you see then we could have some buildings. I think they would be outside of the pollution zone. Let's make sure. Ooh, they're right on the edge of that pollution zone right there. The only other thing I could do in order to make that not the case is if I move this road. And yeah, that's going to make them pretty upset, but what I want to do here is if I move this road in some, I wonder if I can move all of these. Nope, I think they're going to need a road in order to set on. So if I move that just like that, let's just move these guys right here temporarily while I get everything together. And then we'll just bring this road here. And now there should be there should be room. Let's put this water tower. You can actually put the water tower right there for now. Right, and we'll need to move this. This actually has a smaller pollution data layer, but all right, so we'll move that right there. We'll move this right here. And okay, so now I think we'll be okay. Yeah, that falls outside of the pollution data layer right there. So, okay, so we've got that set up. Let's move these in here, and we can keep going with this road. All right, so now let's look at what our coverage will be. So we can move this within the zone, and we could keep this same thing kind of going. And let's just make room for other buildings that we'll have in the future. So that everyone could fit in right there. So this makes room. Oh, let's just go ahead and do some of these as we're able to. All right, so there we go. So that's that. And let's see about what other kind of parks that there may be for us now. Go to the parks. We've unlocked some bigger parks. Some that'll get us a population of 10%. Some that cost a whole lot more than what we want to spend, but it will get us 25%. And that one there is going to get us 20% only for 6,000. I'm looking for one though that's cost effective, but that's not going to break our bank. Not really able to find that. I think what we'll do though, let's see, 25%, 12%. Let's just go with this one here, and that's going to increase our capacity quite a bit. All right, so I think that is worth it. And we just want to make sure that, let's keep the buildings, make sure that our biggest buildings are the ones getting affected by these new things that we have going on here. Make sure that they're all within our area here. You see, we have other buildings. And let's make sure, first of all, these other buildings would all be covered right there. So this is our, you can look at this now. This is kind of our layout, if you will, for right now, just for right now. And I think it is time to bring in some more buildings, add them. And with that, that's going to increase our capacity and require more water. And if we had, well, we do have 45,000 to spend. That wouldn't be smart by any means. So we're just going to come with another basic water tower, put it right there just because that's where we could find it. And we also want to check on our power here to make sure. Let's see, our capacity. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to almost being over our capacity. You can see that increases our demand one more. So we can bring one more of these buildings in the mix, and we could probably find the wood that we need in here. Right there. Let's go ahead and purchase 5 of them, and that's going to bring some more buildings into the mix. It's kind of taking a while here. There we go. All right, there you go. So there's that. Okay, so the city is expanding, right? The city is expanding, especially at night. It's looking a little bit better. We've got all the fire coverage going on in this area. We've purchased another type of park that kind of works with this layout a little bit. Just kind of fits in there in that in that area. We've got my house. You see my house. This looks pretty nice, if I must say so myself. And then we've got our kind of city storage right there. And you know, sometimes they don't. There's some things such as noise pollution, which they're not really going to like a lot of noise right as you come into the city. Although we do have factories right there on the other side, but that's something different. And let's do one more upgrade for the day if we want to. That may get us over the edge to the next level. And we will wait 1 minute for that to happen. Let's see what other kind of upgrades we have as we scroll through. Some wood. Alright, so we can make some more wood. And in our factory as well, put some... Those are planks, actually. And then we can also make a measuring tape. And we could also always use nails. And if we want, we can sell off some things that they're not really requesting right now. Like, for instance, they're only requesting for our increase here. Let's just check and make sure at the city storage. Go to the city storage. They're only requesting one of these locks. And it's not a bad thing, at this point at least, to sell off the things that you don't need. And as you can see, it's going to pay off pretty well. So if we sell off those 5 locks, we'll still have the amount of locks that we need to increase capacity. It's just that darn grill that we need right now. But let's do this last upgrade and see if that pushes us over. Will it push us over? Not quite. We need 30 more points to make it over to level 8. But we're doing pretty well. Our city's doing pretty well. Our layout looks pretty well. Everyone is happy. Build It with Smith is happy. I hope you're happy with these beginners tips. And I will talk to you guys later. Make sure to leave a comment on the video. Let me know if you're feeling the new series. Go back and watch some of the old ones. And be sure to share it across your social medias. I'll catch you all next time. Peace out. Have a good day.